Rumors and rising tension in Port Charles are about to converge on one unnerving truth. Whatever Nathan and Dante stumble onto next won't be a routine clue, but the kind of discovery that changes how they read every recent event and every familiar face. The story seems poised to pivot away from ordinary police work and into the murkier realm of hidden histories, coded warnings, and a threat that has been quietly tightening its grip around one of the show's most resilient figures. Nathan and Dante, often defined by their instincts and their loyalty to the people they protect, appear headed toward a revelation that feels both unexpected and inevitable. The surprise they uncover likely won't present itself as a clean confession or a neatly labeled piece of evidence. Instead, the fallout is more likely to resemble a cracked mirror, shards of truth that reflect just enough to be dangerous. Their investigative momentum has the potential to lead them into the path of a mystery that has been unfolding in the margins, waiting for the right moment to turn personal. That personal angle is what makes the implication of cryptic clues about Anna Devane so compelling. Anna is not the kind of character who is easily reduced to victimhood or mystery for mystery's sake. Her strength has always been complicated, built from duty, sacrifice, and a life spent making impossible choices in impossible circumstances. So if one or two coded hints are emerging about her true circumstances, the stakes already feel higher than a typical kidnapping arc. The language of a cryptic clue suggests that someone wants Anna's reality reframed, not merely revealed. It implies a narrative where the truth isn't just hidden but intentionally distorted, where the simplest explanation is a trap and the real answer carries consequences for more than one faction in Port Charles. The most unsettling possibility is that the clues aren't solely about where Anna is or who took her, but about why she was vulnerable at this particular moment. That question opens a corridor of fear. If the show is guiding viewers to reconsider Anna's status, her resources, or her recent decisions, then Nathan and Dante may soon confront an uncomfortable idea: that Anna's captivity is not just an isolated attack, but a calculated message aimed at weakening a larger network of trust and power. In that scenario, the true circumstances might involve the political chessboard of intelligence alliances, old enemies who never truly disappeared, or a new player who understands how to weaponize history. This is where the intrigue becomes psychologically sharp. A hostage storyline can easily become procedural: find the hideout, rescue the victim. But Anna's presence elevates the tone. Her life has always intersected with covert wars and moral gray zones, which means captivity within her orbit is rarely simple. The clues could be a breadcrumb trail designed to bait Dante and Nathan into a larger trap or to force them into morally compromising choices. The tension might not be about whether they can locate her, but whether they can do so without sacrificing someone else's safety, exposing confidential truths, or igniting a chain reaction that threatens multiple families. Anna being held captive also invites a more intimate kind of dread. For someone like her, confinement is not only physical, it is symbolic. It is an attempt to rewrite her identity from strategist to pawn, from survivor to cautionary tale. The most dramatic version of this arc would lean into the idea that her captor is not chasing money or revenge alone, but control of narrative, control of how Anna is seen by her allies and by herself. Captivity becomes a psychological warfare chamber, where every hour is meant to erode her certainty and fracture the resolve of those who love her. Meanwhile, Nathan and Dante, stepping deeper into this storm, may find themselves forced to interpret messages that only make sense when viewed through Anna's past. This would be a classic General Hospital escalation, turning a rescue mission into a layered conspiracy where the path to Anna is lined with misdirection and emotional landmines. Their partnership could become the structural engine of the suspense. One grounded in procedure, the other pulled toward intuition and personal stakes, each pushing and pulling against the clock. Their surprise discovery might be the key that exposes the captor's larger blueprint, but it could also be the detail that reveals just how far the threat has already penetrated their world. If the arc is building toward viewers witnessing Anna in captivity, the emotional charge will likely come from contrast, her internal resistance against the external reality of being trapped. The show thrives when it pairs strength with vulnerability, not as contradiction but as proof of depth. Watching Anna endure surveillance, isolation, or manipulation can be compelling precisely because her identity has always been defined by agency. The question won't be whether she breaks. The question will be how she adapts, how she turns limited space into strategy, how she preserves her dignity in a situation designed to strip it away. This storyline also has the potential to ripple outward in ways that feel classic to the show's best suspense arcs. The clues Nathan and Dante uncover may implicate allies who are too quiet, enemies who are too confident, or institutions that claim neutrality while playing both sides. The truth about Anna's circumstances could force a reckoning not only with her current danger but with the older compromises that once kept everyone safe, or at least told themselves they were safe. In the end, the promise behind these plot points is simple and deliciously alarming: a surprise discovery, cryptic clues, and a beloved powerhouse character placed in extreme jeopardy. If General Hospital leans into the emotional logic of this setup, the arc won't just be a rescue. It will be a test of faith, memory, and loyalty, one where Nathan and Dante must decide how much risk is acceptable when the person at the center of the storm is Anna Devane, a woman whose life has never been ordinary and whose enemies rarely play small. What seems imminent is a shift from suspicion to inevitability. The clues are there. The danger is sharpening. And once viewers see Anna held captive, the story will likely move at the show's most exhilarating pace, where the truth comes out in stages, each one more destabilizing than the last, until the final reveal forces everyone in Port Charles to reconsider what they thought they knew about Anna's past, her present, and the price of protecting her future.